Arvest Bank is pleased to bring you the Legend Series, where we focus on individuals who are committed to their communities, much like Arvest.
Well, and your company is in Marissa, Illinois.
Company's in Fairview
Heights,
we moved.
Illinois. Mm-hmm. But you and your wife live here in the Springfield area.
Yes.
And so I'm curious, because I suspect a lot of business owners struggle or are fighting to figure out, how do I manage my company from a distance?
Well, I actually don't. She does. And we have a home in Belleville, right next to Fairview Heights. And she's there. She'll go there for a week or two, and then she'll come back here for a week or two. And with Skype and the internet, it's not a problem anymore, but she is there hands-on.
Before Skype, how did you manage from a distance?
Well, we didn't have this home then.
Okay.
This home came about 5 or 6 years ago. She was born here, and when she was 4 or 5, they moved to Illinois because his job with Lee was back there. But I started coming down here with her to visit Mom in '97. We started coming down here. I fell in love with this place. I've been all over the globe in my other businesses, and this is it. I mean, it's really a great part of the country. And we found this wonderful property, and one night she called me and said, "You got to look at this." I thought there was something wrong with it. Look, what's the matter? Look at this property. And she had found this property. It was 5.5 acres. 3.5 of it was a meadow with a whole bunch of trees at the right height, and this gorgeous home that we could live in. And she said, "This would be good for your ham radio." And she was right. I have a bunch of antennas, but the thing is that I built a really great lab here where I can test this stuff. We're just coming up with a brand new product about ready to ship, and that's been a couple of years. I'm working on one right now that we've been at least a year. It's going to be another 6 or 8 months before it's out. All of that was done here. And I work with Steve and Jerry intently and make sure that the packaging is right and all that. Donna is our service director, make sure that it's easy to take apart if we need to do that. They all have inputs to these things.
And it sounds like you're nowhere near ready to look at the end of your career. You're look at the end of your career.
You mean like quit?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
It doesn't sound like you're anywhere near that.
Why would you
But
do
however,
that?
you have been in business for 50 years.
Yes.
And your wife sounds like she's a planner. And so what kind of succession planning have you done to
I haven't.
make sure you haven't?
No, because I have many, many things that I'm going to do in my life. So I'm very blessed. I take no pills. I have great health, but Sarah makes sure I eat right and we do things right. And I'm not looking down that road at all. Now we have a great financial planner, CPA, all wrapped into one person. He's an amazing guy that's been with us for a long time. And he actually guides us through a lot of things. We need to do this. And he's the reason. He said, "Bob, you need to step out of here. You need to sign this paper," some years ago. He said, "Sarah needs to be more involved," and she certainly is. And so I don't look down the road at all. My health is great. I feel good. I take care of myself because of Sarah. She's watching out for me. And it's something that is not on my radar. Probably I'm doing that wrong. Somebody will tell me that I should be doing it. No, but she has planning with our financial group that's happening. And we're coupled here with BKD, and they're doing some nice things for us. And so you do have to plan. So when I go back and look at this and say, "Well, he's an idiot." No, she's got that together, but we have usually 2 or 3 times a year we sit down at BKD, and they take things that our financial people in Illinois come up with, and they've got things going on. It's just that I really don't want to know about it. Sarah is doing such a great job with all of the people at BKD and our people back there. Well, I just mess it up.
Well, and I think that's an interesting point because they say a lot of times people take their passion and think that they can then run a business based on their passion. Well, not everybody is made to be a business person.
Right.
So what advice would you have for somebody who wants to do that, but maybe doesn't know that much about business?
Well, you find somebody that can. And there are people, no matter what business you're in, there's somebody out there that's smarter than you. That's the big problem. A lot of them have ego, and they have all this, oh, I'm not turning this over, I did this. No, what you want to do is find somebody that can take what you did and make it better. And our business, Heil Sound, is better because of Stephen and Jerry and Donna and of course Sarah and Wyatt, all of our people back there. We also have 3 other people that are so important, that one in Buffalo, New York, one in San Diego, and the other one in Palm Springs. They are our media team. And in today's world, you better get with the program. And we didn't have a very good beginning in that some years ago because it was me. Well, I soon learned, wait a minute. Sarah says, we're going to do this better. And we met with these people, and they were the people, and they have just done this to the business because media today is very important. The Facebook, all of that, I am not on any of those purposely because when it first started, Stephen put me on a Facebook address, and I start getting all this stuff from people I didn't know, and I felt bad about it. Because I'm a little kid from Marissa still. I want to talk to them. I want to know who they are, that kind of stuff. And it wasn't happening. So that wasn't the thing for me. So they took me off of that. The company has a Facebook page. And our media team will send me, I got a couple of them this morning, will send me notes. If somebody has a legitimate question, and they can pass it on, and then give me your phone number. Give me your email. I still like to have a rotary dial. You have a rotary dial phone?
I didn't know. Do they still exist?
Oh,
do they still work?
Yeah, they still work. You need to have one of those.
I loved rotary phones. I love the click, 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 click. I loved it.
That's where I am. I understand it. I got all the computers and the phones and all that. But when it comes to putting that into my business, and there is nothing like getting people that do just that.
For those people with the big egos that you said have difficulty letting go or have difficulty trusting that somebody else can take their business further, what advice would you have for somebody that may be struggling with that, about how to be honest with themselves about their strengths and weaknesses?
First of all, you got to have the right people that's going to take your place. And they're not going to be 100%. You're still going to be there. You can be there as much as you want. But you're going to have to, just like you did your children, you have to, when they become maybe 18 or 19, you're going to have to cut the rope. And in my case, I did it twice. And both times wasn't good. I caught the first one real fast, but that second one was a killer for me. And I didn't know it until Sarah started coming out at night and on Saturdays and looking into things, and she said,
was it an embezzlement?
No, but there was a lot of money not being spent right and guided right and the wrong decisions. And she saw that, and so we could have been doing much better financially had things been guided better. And she took care of that very well. And now it's like, wow. But it's not just her, it's our team. I'm just always amazed that one of them will come into her and say, can I buy this, or if I spent X dollars here, boy, we could save money over here. They run Heil Sound like it's theirs. And you have to find people that you can give them a little bit of leeway. It's chancy sometimes, but give them a couple of little projects, see what they do with it. And if they guide it in the right position, give them more. And that's exactly what happened here. It's just trial and error. Yes, you might fumble on that too, but don't let it get too far out. But find somebody that can walk beside you and do what you do better. And just tough sometimes, but do it. That's what you have to do. It's all about making the company better. And because of that, you will be better.
I have to go back to one of the first things you said. There's a difference between hearing and listening, and it seems like that's a hallmark of your entire career. It doesn't just go into your equipment, but it goes into how you run your business as well. Thank you so much for spending this time with us, Bob Heil.
Thank you for having me, and we'll meet up again, maybe on a backstage somewhere, or
just invite me. That's all I ask. Just invite me. That's all I need.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate
nice
you
to
very
be
much.
Here. And I love Springfield.
Thank you.
Like the individuals highlighted in the Legend series, Arvest Bank is committed to our community. Click on the link below to find out ways that you can engage with us to help make Springfield great.